like a boss.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Alex from mindfulattraction.org, trying to survive while I make this video. So look, man, let's talk about the more you love them, the less you should show it. It's a little unfortunate that this is the point where we've gone to with human beings, but we're all consistently reminded of this sort of, unfortunate part of life, but we sort of don't pay attention to it because we're so distracted with other things and our own desires. But just pay attention to this, man. Haven't you noticed that the nicer you are to somebody that you love, the more conditional love you try to give, the more they take it for granted. And I don't know what it is about us, but for some reason we see this in our lives, and we just hope that the next one, we just hope that the next time this happens, it works. It reminds me of like playing the slot machines, right? How when you play the slot machines, you keep losing, but the only reason why you keep playing is because you're remembering that one time you won, right? And so the only reason why a lot of people just keep giving unconditional love is not because it works, but because it's more of an addiction, and in reality you're just rationalizing doing it again because you can't control yourself. This is a compulsion, a pure compulsion, and that's why it's easier to give advice than to take it, because what most people are operating under is not something logical, because they know that by showing a lot of interest logically, it gets a person to like them, but more out of an emotional place, a selfish place, where you want what you want, and you're not aware how you could potentially be turning off that person. It's almost like going to somebody, and because you think you have the best mixtape, you get in their face and you say, "Hey, bro, check out this mixtape; it's the best." But you don't know from this person's perspective that you're just invading and being pushy, and that's how a lot of you. That's what happens when you try to get love by giving love. That it comes across like you're doing it for a reason, and people just don't react to it positively. They actually get turned off by it, So, as a result of it, if you actually analyze your goddamn life, analyze the relationship with your kids and your work and your job, the more somebody shows how dependent they are on you, the more they take you for granted. For example, let's say you're at a job, think about sports, the superstars. The most arrogant players are the ones that know that they can't be replaced. So they act arrogant, And why is that? Because they know to the franchise, they're worth everything, so you can't kick me out. So they act arrogant, which is how it is. When you show the person how much you need them, how much you really depend on them, you gotta realize that people are always secretly looking for power. And anytime somebody serves you, they don't serve you by choice. They serve you because they have to. But people are constantly looking for power. And as soon as you give them that power by validating them without them working for it, validating them consistently, they're gonna grow arrogant. It's almost like having a child and you give them everything. The child is gonna grow arrogant and disrespect you. So that's why it's not that you neglect the child, but that from time to time you show a little coldness. From time to time you show that somebody's looking. What are you looking at, people? Stop looking. See how they're looking? From time to time you show that coldness, and from time to time you whip them from time to time, right? You give him the fear of God. And what's gonna happen is that the next time that kid tries to fuck up, he's gonna remember that feat of coldness that you gave him in the past, and he's gonna behave. He's gonna know, shit, I'll get fucked up if I fuck up again, right? But we're not asking you to beat people up. What we're saying is that, unfortunately, the more you love the person, the more you have to control that compulsion to show love. Because it's almost like when you drink water when you're thirsty. When you drink water when you're thirsty, you don't notice you drank the whole bottle until you drank the whole bottle. But when you're not thirsty and you're being forced to drink water, you don't drink that much. In fact, it feels so forceful. It's the same way, is that when you're super in love with somebody, you don't notice how much you're demanding from them. You don't notice how much interest you're showing. You really don't. You lose a certain level you lose a certain level of self-awareness when you love somebody. You really do. You lose yourself because you're trying to, you finally, you see an image of the person who you always wanted to be because this person loves you. And so you sort of, you sort of like, your desire narrows the scope of your vision. And so you're so happy to get this thing, which is this relationship, that you sort of are not aware of how you're coming across. So that's why I'm telling you people, it's better to be known as somebody cold in the beginning than warm up, than hot in the beginning and always hot. Like, because then when you warm up, it feels earned, So it's like, you gotta remind people that they gotta work for you, man. You have to constantly be reminding people that you can't be taken for granted. And the way you remind them is by not validating how much you love them. Even though you really want to tell them how much you really love them, you keep it to yourself. It's better for him to wonder whether or not you actually love him than for him not to wonder that, because again, people just think that if the person feels like you don't love them, if you don't constantly show the person how much you love them, people think that they're gonna lose interest. That's just your own insecurities, man. That's you. That's just you. If you really pay attention, whenever you like someone, that's what you think. So in reality, it's just your own insecurities. Just think about that. It's just that you think that he doesn't like you. That's what's going on. You think he doesn't like you. Because if you know he liked you, when you like someone, you can withstand the thought of them not liking you. In fact, when you like someone, the thought of them not liking you is torturous. And actually makes you like them more. Oh, shit. That's never a good idea. Does that make sense, people? It's unfortunate, but that's how it is, man. The more you love someone in your life, the more you keep that shit to yourself. And it's not to be mean, but it's for their own good. It's for their own good. Because once you give them that validation, it activates something inside of them, man. People will just begin to take you for granted, and it's not even their fault. You caused it. A lot of times we cause people to take us for granted, all right? So yeah, man, that's how it is, man. That's how the cookie crumbles. All right, yo, if you guys enjoyed this video, comment down below. People, I'm going to Mexico tomorrow. No, today. Well, you know what I'm saying. So we're doing this seminar in Mexico on Saturday at 12, from 12 to fucking 5 p.m. So just comment down below, and sorry about that, I got distracted. It's like you can't do this outside, sorry. So yeah, people, just comment, so just go to the link below. You guys will be able to get the seminar. It's gonna be free, so I want everyone to attend. So I'll see you guys later, and peace out. All right, ladies, so this is the course that all of you guys have been asking me for, and it's the psychological game of attraction. This is pretty much the course that will make any man beg to want to commit with you. This is the course that I wish, I'll be honest with you, if I was a woman, this is the kind of course that I want, because it's a course that's specifically geared to help you understand how guys fall in love and how to do it in a systematic way that's almost predictable, right? So let me show you guys how this course is set up. By the way, there's a 30-day money back guaranteed on this course. So if you guys don't like it, you guys will get money back. Look, let me show you how it's done, right? So it's split up in a few sections. The first section is the introduction, obviously, what to expect from it. After that is giving you an understanding of the psychology of attraction, right? Because you need to understand that dating is a game. You need to think strategically, that there are certain laws of human nature that you cannot break, and just a few things of why people love each other. It's very important to have a realistic expectation. After that, we go into the three phases of every relationship. They all go in these three phases, and these phases could overlap each other at times, right? The first phase is the pre-honeymoon period. It is when you first know the person, or it is when you're becoming acquaintance with the guy, or it is when you guys broke up and are back together, or it is when you guys had a long period of you guys not knowing each other and now you guys want to rekindle things. This works in any point of the relationship that you need to spark interest and curiosity. So these videos are specific for that. Specific to create curiosity, how to get to know the guy the right way, using your non-verbals, how to create a powerful reputation. It's truly powerful stuff. After that is the honeymoon period. This honeymoon period is how to get from curiosity to interest to creating a deep connection. So all of these videos are specifically geared to that. Not the 30, no. These specific videos are there for this phase. And this phase is any phase. You guys are having a good, happy moment. You guys just got back together, and now you feel that peak. You feel that happiness that you guys felt. That's what this is, right? So these videos are there for that, creating a lonely fantasy, the preemptive breakup, the triangle of love, using words to control his man. It's powerful stuff. After that is the post-honeymoon period, and again, is a short list of videos because these videos are there to solidify the connection that you already created. So if you just had an incredible moment, or you just came out of a vacation with a guy and everything went well, you better use this phase, because if you don't do this, he's gonna become disenchanted. It's just how it is. These are very specific videos, and if you and all you gotta do is just say, all right, where am I? I tell you where you guys are, and you just watch the video. It's pretty much like being coached by me. You got some bonus videos: stop being nice, dealing with the inevitable, how to deal with breakup, how to deal with getting over a dude. This is the how to overcome manipulation, identifying manipulation, deterring manipulation, defending yourself against manipulation, what to do if you're already in a manipulative relationship, and how to avoid them through detachment. It's pretty much an extremely succinct and laser focused course. Not one waste of motion. That's why I love it. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee if you guys don't like it. No questions asked, people. All right. And if you guys want to support this channel, this is how you support it. And I hope you guys enjoy this. All right. See you guys inside.